Welcome to Amy Learns to Cook. I'm Eric, and on today's show, we're going to do a nacho cheese showdown. I want a chili cheese dog today, and we've already picked a winner from many varieties of store-bought chilies, but what about nacho cheese? So we've got 6 likely contenders that can win, anywhere from cheap dollar store, hint, $1, all the way up to $3 and almost $4 for some of these guys. So who's gonna win and who's gonna fail? We'll find out on the Eric's Nacho Cheese Showdown. So before we do our taste testing and judging all that good stuff, we're going to introduce the contenders. So first up is Cheese Snackers Nacho Cheese. One of the few that actually uses the word nacho cheese on their things. These are little snack size things, so it's very convenient. You can take them to work and do whatever you want to put them on there in little convenient sizes. In fact, it's probably perfect for your kids, you know? So get them all addicted to this stuff. And I don't know, these things are like 12 ounces divided by 4. That makes them 3 ounces. Yay. Next up is Tostitos. And it is made with real cheese. Imagine that. 15 ounces. What a bargain. Next, from the dollar store, the only dollar store entry, get that in there, is Nacho Cheese Dip. Doesn't even have a company name on it. Wow. But anyways, it weighs 9 ounces and costs $1. So you do the math, it's pretty cheap. Okay, this is the most expensive one. Will they win? I don't know. This is Cheese Whiz. This is, I don't know, in my mind, a potential winner. Made by Kraft, so can't be too bad, right? Oots, which is obviously, they make potato chip products and stuff out here on the East Coast. I never saw these out in California, so who knows if they're out there by now. Oh. Medium, ooh, get that on there for you. So you know this has to be good. I'd probably say this might be a final top 2 or 3 winner, right? And then Newman's Own. And we'll plug him. All profits go to charity, so yay. So let the battle begin. Now we're to the taste test part of it. We're actually going to do a blind taste test. These things are numbered 1 through 6. I have no idea what they are. Amy ran me out of the room like it's Christmas and she's wrapping presents, all secretive. We're going to do 2 tests. We're tasting for taste only. That's the only score it's going to get. But we're going to do taste only because I assume they're going to have their own little individual flavors. But I'm also going to do one with hot dog because after all, I want to see, does it work on a hot dog? I mean, it could be good, but didn't taste bad on a hot dog possibly. I'm afraid the hot dog might mask some of the nuances of their flavors, and that wouldn't be fair, right? So first one up is number 1, which is kind of a, I don't know, yellowish orange color. So definitely creamy. It's not too watery. Tastes obviously like they put some sort of pepper material in there. Not hot. If it does taste like cheddar, it's not taste like it's cheddar and something else, possibly a fake cheddar. So I don't get this rich taste. But after all, this isn't cheddar cheese. This is nacho cheese. And for those of you who might not be familiar with nacho cheese is a combination of cheese or cheese-like substance and salsa. So they might put a little bit of jalapeno in there, they might put a little bit of tomato in there, and like I said, it might have cheddar or a quasi-cheddar, aka just milk and whey, or cultures and not real cheese. But face it, when you put it on salty chips, does it really matter? No, it just tastes good. So they're all gonna be different. So this one here tastes to me like a typical one. So I'm just going to give it a base score. Next one up is more yellow. Looks a lot more like a mustard to me. Bad. This is probably a dog food. There's nothing in it in terms of salsa material at all. But worse than that, I don't know where the cheese is. I mean, I don't mind not having cheese in it, but it's got to be good fake cheese. And this ain't it. So I'm going to give that like a 3 because that's pretty awful. Next up is number 3, which is a little darker. I'm not happy with this one either. This reminds me of Star Trek cheese, you know, the kind that attacked Spock in one of the Star Trek episodes where those things were in the overhead that stuck to his head and you had to rip it off, and I think it did brain damage. That's what 3 reminds me of. So, I don't know. I think their fake cheese is not that good. It's got a little bit of salsa, but not enough to really notice. Number 4 here is kind of an orangish color. It's got bits of pepper, red and green, unless that's a tomato. Okay, now we're back to normal nacho cheese. I like that one the best so far. Okay, number 5. I don't really see anything in it. It is also kind of an orangish color. It probably has some sort of cheese in it. I just don't know what. Probably the 10th ingredient down. It's not horrible, but it's more average. So it does taste like nacho cheese, but it's not like a wow. So I'm gonna kind of score that in the middle there. And then last, number 6. It's yellow, a little orange. It's also creamy. I think it's got vinegar in it. I hit something that's vinegary. It doesn't really have anything in here. Oops, it's got 2 specks of peppers. I'm gonna give this a below average. It's not entirely dog food, so if you pick it up by accident, people aren't gonna hate you, but they're not gonna go, you know, you're a friend of mine. So if you do pick up number 6, make sure you have extra beer on hand, okay? Because you're gonna need that to cover it up. So that concludes the taste only. We're now gonna cleanse my palate, have a short, whatever, pause, and then we're gonna set up for the hot dog round, okay? Okay, we had to reheat number 3 because it's probably the single worst one out. It becomes solid in just a minute. Everything else is staying kind of useful, but this one is horrible, so it's probably gonna lose. So now we got hot dogs, right? Got a little saltiness in them, so that's gonna throw off every flavor. I'm gonna have to do that again here. Why? Because it tastes too good. What? Ah. Same as before, creamy, blah, blah, blah. But with a hot dog, it's now a mixture of salt and whatever, but it's pretty much what I expected to be. Number 2 is not totally solidified. I should have reheated it. So I don't know if this is what you want to serve your guests, if you're gonna pour it over, what do you call it, chips. Your chips might form concrete. If you're gonna build a bridge, I'd probably use number 2 and number 3. Somehow, just adding a hot dog to number 2 brought its score from being like worse or second to worst up to a tie with, well, one of the better ones. Now number 3 looks a little burnt because it is. We had to keep reheating it all the time, and it's already solidified again. So I do not envy anybody who wastes their money on this one. There's no flavor. So, I gotta cleanse my palate a little because these are horrible. All right, number 4. So it's creamy, but it sticks to what it's sticking to without being crunchy. I think I know who my winner is, but we'll give number 5 and 6 their fair shot, right? Tastes okay. It has like an off flavor, but I think it was bitter. I think it was bitter by itself. Let's go with number 6 here. Early on our first shot, but I'm not going to discriminate, right? I'm going to be open-minded. No, still tastes like garbage. So we're going to tally up the scores and then let you know the mysterious number is the winner, and then of course Amy will then reveal the actual name brands of the worst, best, and all that good stuff. So now that we've had a chance to tally up what the judges, aka myself, figured out between the two, and we're just looking at total points, tasting of the taste only, adding it to how it tasted with the hot dog, and not discriminating too badly about what it looked like. We've reached our decisions, and Amy's gonna sling these to me one at a time, worst through first. Now you have to understand, with nacho cheese being one of my favorite food groups, I take this serious. In fact, my reputation's on stake. Yeah, it's at stake because I just don't want to say, hey, all nacho cheese is good, right? I don't want to be blind about it. So without further ado, coming in at dead last, there was nothing we could do about this one. Nothing saved it. Number 3. It was horrible by itself and on hot dogs, and it just didn't look good.
Okay. The coveted last place, DAL, right? Dead ass last.
Dead ass last.
In the Eric's Nacho Cheese Challenge is number 3, CC's Nacho Cheese Snacker.
Is it CC's or Chi-Chi's?
Chi-Chi's.
Oh my God. I'm disappointed. This comes in such a, I don't know, it looks almost like $1,000 dressing when you look at it, They shocked me. I thought Hormel or whoever sponsors these people knew what they were doing, but I'm guessing they don't. So if I were you, avoid it. Unless your kids like dog food, then by all means. Okay, what's next on the...
5th place in Eric's Nacho Cheese Challenge, Utz's Salsa Con Queso.
Oh my God. This is horrible. I looked at the jar. It's beautiful. I mean, geez, look, it's nacho cheese, holy grail, right? It's a nice color. Smells, well, maybe that's what got in trouble. It has smell to it. It has cheddar cheese and salsa. What could go wrong with that? But somehow it came second to last.
4th place, Cheese Whiz.
Oh my God, Kraft. I'm not lying, folks. This is horrible stuff. Well, it doesn't have much of a flavor or smell, but yeah, so bottom line, Cheese Whiz, the holy grail of all nacho cheese, was actually in a almost dead tie for second to last. But I gave the edge to Utz because it was marginally horrible. Only the taste of the hot dog brought up Utz from being second to last. But anyways, let's go. Okay, so that's the bottom 3. Avoid those if you can. Uh-oh, are my eyes deceiving me?
3rd place in Eric's Nacho Cheese Challenge, Dollar Store Nacho Cheese.
Dollar Store for $1 actually edged out almost $4 for this guy. Name brand Cheese Whiz. I would never known. But yes, this, I can't know if I give it my thumbs up, but if you had a choice, if you're in outer space and there's 7-Eleven and this is all you got, I would go with this guy over him. Wow. Okay. So now we're down to the final 2. Who is the runner-up?
Runner-up Tostitos, nacho cheese queso.
Well, it has a nice smell to it, and it definitely has some peppers in there. So I think my judging was good on that. What did I like about Tostitos being... I figured it was a good middle-of-the-road flavor for both hot dogs and by itself. So there's nothing offensive about it. I thought it tasted good. I think if it's just a general purpose, I'm going to put it on something. I don't think you can go wrong with this. I would actually probably give you a thumbs up. I thought I could give you a thumbs up on all these guys, but I guess I can't. So I'd probably say this is a definite thumbs up. Okay, without further ado, who is the winner?
And the winner of Eric's Nacho Cheese Challenge, Newman's Own.
Newman's Own, this wasn't even close. He scored a couple of points more than Tostitos, and I'll tell you why. Look at that in there. It's got the color, it's got the texture, it's got stuff in there that just adds flavor. It smells like nacho cheese, and I'm not talking like bland nacho cheese. Let's just put it this way. If I go to Sheetz or some other gas station and I'm getting my little 2 for $1 hot dogs with nacho cheese, they are not putting Newman's on it. Why? Probably costs too much. They're probably they're not putting cheese whiz. It probably tastes like they're using cheese whiz, but they're using something else. Probably dollar store stuff. But no, this is good. Among all the brands out here, this holds up. After you nuke it, it doesn't turn into a rock right away. It was one of the better ones. So I definitely give Newman's a double thumbs up. I can say with 99.9999% accuracy, Newman's is going on my chili cheese dog. If you like this episode of Amy Learns to Cook, please go ahead and give us a thumbs up down below, and also visit us on amylearnstocook.com. We're also on Twitter and Pinterest at Amy Learns to Cook.